Almost every American family knows the pain when a loved one is diagnosed with a serious illness. Here tonight is a special man, beloved by millions of Americans, who just received a stage 4 advanced cancer diagnosis. This is not good news, but what is good news is that he is the greatest fighter and winner that you will ever meet. Rush Limbaugh, thank you for your decades of tireless devotion to our country. And Rush, in recognition of all that you have done for our nation, the millions of people a day that you speak to and that you inspire, and all of the incredible work that you have done for charity, I am proud to announce tonight that you will be receiving our country's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I will now ask the First Lady of the United States to present you with the honor, please. Rush and Catherine, congratulations. Thank you, Catherine.
So I had to get away. I was angry at myself, put my own life on the shelf, making pennies every day. Yeah, but I'm through doing time, pushing rocks all through a mine. And if the bad times ain't over for me, I might as well be free. I'm not wandering anymore. I got leather on my heels, I got rubber on my wheels, I got a Magnum 44. Yeah! But I'm through doing time with my ass out on the line. And if the bad times ain't over for me, I might as well be free. I might as well be free. Yeah, I might as well be. I might as well be.
All right, kids, welcome to another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, January 5th. No, dumbass. First of all, I can't tell time. Second of all, February, dumbass. February 5th, 2020. This show is for entertainment, educational purposes only. Please use it at your own risk. This show is copyrighted by moi. No part of it can be reused, rebroadcasted. I'll get to that in a minute, Pamela. I'm glad you recognized that. That guy is one of the most underrated guitar players ever. I'll get into it in a minute. This show is copyrighted by me. No part of it can be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent, or you can just ask. Finally, show's opinionated under no circumstances whatsoever. Hang on, I'm flying through this. This show is opinionated. The host, especially me, callers 815, what is it? 975-3089. The co-host, people that are naughty in the chat room, guests, which we will have this Friday, and more, are and always will be opinionated under no circumstances whatsoever. Should opinions be taken as advice, if you're seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a license required person in his or her field, little Tommy. Hey, I need a new iPad. Hello. Hey, man. No. That's his name. Wake the fuck up. Excuse me. All right, man, how's it going? On Hump Day, on Freedom Revolution Network, this is the original Red Pill Show. They can't tell time. I didn't do that on purpose. When do you, though? This is the original Red Pill Show, only on Freedom Revolution Network, broadcasting live from the lovely little town of Loveland, where it's colder than shit. I think it got like 2 below. It's coldest I've ever seen it since I've lived here for almost 2 years. But I guess old man winter is just gonna hold on a little bit longer, and that little furry fucker groundhog must have saw a shadow. I don't know. But anyway, it's cold. but I'm not complaining because it's just one day closer to spring where I can just go run around naked in a flower field and carry a little picnic basket and carry my little bong pipe and smoke some marijuana, man. All right. Got voicemail. Got VM. Sounds like a disease. I can't help it. And this computer is not cooperating now. We have to interrogate you. Who do you work for, Mr. Computer? You are not cooperating. Hang on a second. La 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 la. Technical difficulties. I will fix it. I can fix anything. Click on voice. All right, Melissa. You may call now. I take your order for kitty egg roll. Meow. Try it again, Sam. Hello. Is this working? Hello. Hello. La 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 la. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. Try it again. There we go. Hello.
Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. Yay, it's Wednesday.
Third time was a charm.
Third time.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I had everything all set up. I'm ready to go. And then the reason why I was late, which you made the point, I'm always on time, and I am, but not today.
Yes, you are, very.
Yeah, and I'm watching that fucker, man. 5:59, bam, I start my show. And I for some reason I'm reminiscing in my mind with legendary Chicago radio, and I found a guy when I was a kid in the 70s, John Records Landecker, on Twitter. So I followed him and I sent him a message because I wanted to ask him if I could use some of his materials, not his material, but his intro, because I want to make an intro and use different intros depending on the mood I'm in. And some of his stuff is just classic, and I just asked him if I could use some of it. And by the time I got done typing that message, it was like 6:03 or 6:04. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm late. So.
And you saw I texted you like at 6 a.m. You okay?
Yeah, you okay? Are you dead? Actually, that's pretty true. If I'm not doing this show, yeah, then I'm dead. Unless, of course, you know about it, that I'm not doing it, which would only be interference from work or being sick. And, I was just late today. So.
And I'm sorry about yesterday. I woke up yesterday morning and I was all congested and it sounded like I was hacking up a lung.
Really?
So I didn't think that would be real great for the show. And apologies if I start coughing today. So it's down to just a little bit of a cough. So.
Well, we all need. I'm going to start complaining as an employee or whatever I am here. I want a cough button on my mic because it would really help a lot. So you don't have to share your germs with everybody.
Right.
Yeah, but whatever.
Right.
Because if I turn my mic down, if I'm coughing, I'll forget to turn it up, and then I'll be talking and nobody can hear me. It's like, ugh. I only can be as professional as I can with the tools that I have. So, but whatever.
Well, yeah.
But whatever. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying. Cough button would be nice.
Human, things happen.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you're feeling better, though?
Yeah, sinuses are still a little stuffy, but nothing like it was yesterday. Oh, that was nasty. I actually had to take some Sudafed yesterday to clear my head.
Speaking of being sick, a guy got diagnosed. I don't have references. I just read it off the internet, but this guy was diagnosed with the Wuhan coronavirus, which I'm going to call it that, because really that's what it is. And he went to the doc and didn't take any of the antibiotics, which to my knowledge really don't help anyway. And
that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, so he just did the old-fashioned drank hot whiskey and honey.
Hot toddy? Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and it went away allegedly, I guess. And I'm like,
That's one of the oldest cures for the flu there is. I remember being given hot toddies as a kid.
and you know what? It's so weird because last year I was sick, and I don't know where I was, but somebody brought that up to me. Why don't you have a hot toddy? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Right, hot toddy? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's a hot toddy.
Okay,
It's TODDY.
I never heard of it.
Really?
No. I don't know if that makes me a
But you're
dumbass.
older than I am.
I know, but I don't know what that says to me about me. But I never ever heard of it.
And it's not like there wasn't alcohol in your house.
No, so
mean,
I was some
reality there.
Yeah, no, but it was all
Yeah.
beer. My dad wasn't a hard drinker at all. He just had a 6-pack of either Schlitz or Old Style, which is even better. Oh my God, it tasted like dish soap. I'm like, I'm shocked I ever drank beer again.
You know what beer I had when I was a kid? I always got to have beer with my great grandpa.
Pabst
Because
Blue
he had
Ribbon.
beer at dinner every night,
Yeah, what was it?
and he drank Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I said that. If you listen carefully, I just said that. That's so weird. Wow. Huh.
Yep.
I hear a lot of that. Actually, PBR isn't a bad beer, and it's cheap. So, but beer is, I'll just have Corona. If I don't get the coronavirus, I got to be careful.
Right. Yeah, you can't be drinking that Corona.
Dumb fuckers. Really?
Have you seen the meme where they changed their name to Ebola?
Oh, my God, that's funny. No, I did not see that. Oh, that's funny
I'll
as
have to
shit.
find it for you.
Okay, good. Well, good morning, Pamela. She made a comment about what song band was I playing off YouTube.
Yeah.
Did you like that song or?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you who this guy is, and it goes way back. I would say 82, 83. Well, let's see, 83, 84 at the latest. And this is I discovered this guy from MTV. And
I was going to say, back then, I probably know who that was.
yeah, well, he played a video on a song, and it just you know how you just hear some dogs. Sorry, when you hear my head's way ahead of my mouth, which is nothing new. You know how you hear a song or you hear something, but especially music, and you never heard it, and it's kind of like a dog to a dog whistle, and you just perk up your ears and you turn your head and you go, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh yeah, there's some that just really take you.
Morning, Dave. Hey, Dave, you let Dave ruined it. God damn it. Man, you just took 10 minutes of my material. Okay, no more. No, good morning, Dave. Don't pay attention to anything I say, especially serious. Okay. So, that's when MTV just played nonstop videos, except the VJs in the middle
Right.
or whatever, and commercials.
Yeah, like a radio station, but video, like they used to be.
You own it, Dave? Really? So, see, here's a guy that has heard of John Butcher that nobody knows who this guy is. Nobody. That's his name, John Butcher Access Band. But there was a song playing, and the song was Don't Say Goodnight. And it was just like, his guitar playing is good in that, but his vocals, I mean, he's so high up there, it's like, who is this guy? And then I look at the TV, and he's black, African-American. And I'm like, what?
See, and back then you didn't see that very often.
Well, see, and that's I'm gonna sound. I don't know how I'm gonna sound. I'm just gonna be me because of whatever. When this comes up, I don't know if it because he was black, and a black guy can't play rock and roll, of course, except Jimi Hendrix and some other famous people that I don't want to focus on right now. But this guy sang like I said, he caught my attention. I turned and I'm like, who in the fuck? Him and Sammy Hagar are the only two that have ever done that. Well, and then Wendy Wu, but that was local here. She did the same thing to me. So 3 people in my life where I'm just like, oh my God, who is this? and it was John Butcher and a John Butcher Access Band. So I bought his music. He has the best of John Butcher. It's very hard to find. You can find it on Amazon with all of his songs. And another song is I Might As Well Be Free, and that's the song I played. And when I played that one, right out of the box, man, first measure of the song, the intro, it's like, whoa. This guy is one hell of a fucking guitar player. And he got a little bit of notoriety, but back then, I mean, everybody was you had a lot of competition. I mean, think about all the competition with the hair bands in the 80s with this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Journey, fucking, well, what? I mean, all of those guys, Motley Crue. I mean, the guy didn't have a chance in hell, if you really think about it, and he's black. And again, I don't want to keep focusing on that, but I have to because...
Well, the thing is back then, that was actually a big deal. To have somebody of color being in that genre. It really was. And it is a big deal. I mean, don't feel bad about bringing it up. It is a major point.
But I hate hearing that because everybody falls back on it. Oh, you don't like me because I'm Mexican. You don't like me because I'm black, motherfucker. It's like, you know what though? No. But in this case, I am gonna say that Wasp too. I am gonna say that I really do think him being African American and black was probably a big reason why he got overlooked. No, maybe not. Maybe he pissed somebody off. Maybe he had some personal issues. There's some facts, of course, that we're never going to know or be aware of, and I'm not going to look into them. But what I saw and what I heard, this guy is an awesome singer and a one hell of a guitar player. And I just, when I bring him up, nobody's ever heard of him. Dave's the first person ever that says, yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known him by name, but I remember songs, I remember lyrics, but I can never remember artists.
Yeah, well, this guy is just, and I thought it fit with Rush Limbaugh, and forget all the political crap. You know, that guy's going through stage 4 cancer, and I didn't know that. I knew he got diagnosed with lung cancer, but I didn't know it was stage 4. And the president honored him and recognized him and gave him that award. And you know, I can kind of relate to that because I've been doing not the award or any status like that, but being on here or wherever for the past 10 years on and off and doing this stuff. I couldn't imagine him, and it's like, why am I wasting my time doing this? Because I'm not making a difference. And look what happened to that guy. And once again, it's like, you know, you never know until you share your story or you do something instead of doing nothing. And this guy got the highest award that a civilian can get from the President of the United States. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a Limbaugh fan, but he's still a human being.
Yeah, I'm not either, to be honest.
Going through that.
Yeah, I'm not either, to be honest with you. But that's not it. Once again, it's the person and what they did, and right. I don't really care, you know, if I can't listen to them and I don't agree with them, or I do agree with them. It doesn't matter. It was the whole principle of the whole thing, and I thought it was really cool. Yeah. And nobody is that good of an actor. He had no idea that he was getting that. No idea at all.
I didn't see it.
Oh, my God. It was like, wow. Well, what I did is I came home last night from my boxing class. I got some fried chicken, and I rented Terminator Dark Fate, which I already saw at the theater.
Oh, cool. Is it good?
You know what? Here we go. Yeah, it's good. It's not great, and it's not bad. It's good. It's a good rental. So if you see it,
okay.
It's very reminiscent of the first Terminator, but then it makes a flip. Because I'm like, I've seen this back in 1982 or whatever the year that thing came out. Except,
I know it's been out for years.
Yeah, except the roles are reversed and gender and this and that, but it's the same story, same plot, just new technology, a better Terminator, whatever. But yeah. it does change plot in the middle, and it's like so it's definitely worth seeing for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's worth the $2. Now there are 2 black country singers. Who's that?
Yeah.
Who's that?
I've heard about that. I don't listen to country anymore.
I don't either.
But I know there's one that's supposed to be like really good.
They depress me. My dad ruined me with country music.
I like old country.
Well,
I mean, I grew up dancing the country. I grew up in Texas, so.
my dad played that twangy fucking shit and Charlie Pride. Nothing against them. Very talented, but Charlie Pride and Herlin Fusky, what was his name? That guy. Oak Ridge Boys. Statler Brothers. All those motherfuckers. But he played all.
Alabama.
Yeah, that was a little bit further, but then he played Johnny Cash, which was cool. Tammy Wynette, all these,
yeah.
George something Strait, maybe that was it. I don't know, but he played all.
Oh
of
yeah,
it.
George Strait.
Yeah, he just ruined me on it. I'm like, this fucking music's so depressing. Like, really?
Yeah, for me it was Finding Rock.
Oh, who's that guy? Darius Rucker, is that his name from Hootie and the Blowfish? Is that who she's talking about?
I don't know.
I love his voice. I think he's great. He's a really good singer. But I haven't heard any of his country stuff because I don't like country. So.
Yeah, I really don't like country anymore.
No. And country today is not.
Country is nothing like the old country anyway.
That's
it's its own freaking genre.
Yeah, and I like some of it, I'll be honest, because I was in a band back in Illinois practicing, and it was a country band. And we were playing Luke Bryan and all these other. And I just did it to do it, just to play. And I hated every second of it. But it's not me. But whatever. It never panned out. I had to move 6 times, so I really never got that feeling of playing on stage, at least to playing a guitar. And I don't know, whatever. But it was okay. But it was mostly rock. I mean, it was just toned down rock. That's all it was. So.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, the current country music is kind of weird to me.
No, I just can't stand it. But I like Luke Bryan, and I like, Blake Shelton's okay. And there's some, God, who's the chick from One Tree Hill? Jenna Kramer, is that her name? Jenna Kramer. I think she is just, oh my God. Oh my God. She is amazing. She's amazing. What's that? Who's Brett? Good morning, Brett.
I just went to type hi and I accidentally changed pages.
Baby. Really? Do you need me to teach you how to use a computer?
Apparently.
Yeah. Billy Ray Cyrus is helping what? What? His daughter? Actually, Miley's fucking rocking out, man. I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, she is.
And oh God, I love when she does that. It's better than Hannah Montana crap.
Yes.
I mean, she just fucking rocks out, man. I'm like, why don't you do this more?
Yeah. She is actually, a lot of people give her grief, but I actually am really amazed with everything she has done in her short years.
Well, she's one of those childhood actors and all that lovely lifestyle, which I don't want to even get into. And then when you turn into an adult, you're always stuck with that because most childhood actors never make it past that,
Right.
I don't think. Some do, don't get me wrong. It's not a blanket statement. But she's stuck with that Hannah Montana crap, and she just, I mean, she's talented. There's no doubt about it. But when I see her throwing up videos of her rocking it out when she's in concert,
oh yeah,
I'm like, why in the fuck don't you do that? Do that. Do all these classic stuffs, man. Do all covers. Who cares?
As long as you're up there,
Yeah.
doing your thing.
We need some more female rockers like that because I really can't name a lot right now. Not current.
Okay, so I've got to ask my son the name of the bands again. But one of them was Dorothy.
Dorothy? Oh.
Check that band out.
Okay.
And I can't remember the other one. I'll have to ask him when he gets up here. What's that other band that you had me listen to the other day?
have you now, my little pretty.
Dorothy's the one I could remember.
La la, please stand by.
What was it? The Letter Black and Picture Me Broken.
What? Those are some stupid names, really?
But they were real. It was really good music, though.
Really? It's Miley Cyrus.
Yes. No, not Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
just
female bands. Oh.
Yeah, just female bands.
Well, I have to correct myself. I'm going to hear about this. There's two bands that I've interviewed, and they're great. Forever Still. Maya's the
I
lead.
recognize that one.
Yeah, that's usually the song I play
Forever
for my intro. Yeah, they're great. She's great.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Maya Shunning,
Yeah, I like her.
is fucking awesome. They're from Denmark. I got to get her back on here, but now she's got an agent. I interviewed her way back. I found her on Twitter, where I found most musicians that are just starting out, and it's like, you want to come on? I'll interview you. Like, yeah. So she came on, but now she has an agent. So now I have to call her agent, and I'm like, crap. Well, that's probably what
Big on you.
Well, that's what happens when you finally start moving up and succeeding, and you sign this contract, and they probably say, "Listen, your PR is gonna have to go through us." So what? I get it. It's all business.
Yeah.
But her and then Margarita Monet from Edge of Paradise, and they're coming to Denver, but I think they already sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, she's an opera singer turned rock. Beautiful voice. Are you drinking moonshine? What are you drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
My coffee as
Oh,
usual.
okay. I ran out. I'm empty.
Oh,
What?
that is a mortal sin.
What, running out of coffee?
Yes,
I know. The waitress sucks around
that's
here.
not okay. That is not okay.
Do not come to this
So my
restaurant.
son
Go ahead.
You said it was -2 there?
Yeah, that's what my phone
Steven's
said.
Steven's got to go up to Aspen today for work.
Uh-huh.
-10. It's
Well,
-10 in Aspen.
Huh. Randy Travis. Yeah, that guy asked 10 times for a rocker deal, and they told him to fuck off. Garth Brooks, never been a big fan. And his wife, Trisha?
Yeah. What's her last name? I can't think of her last name.
Is it Brooks?
But
Trisha
no,
Yearwood?
she kept her last name.
Is it Yearwood?
Yeah, Yearwood.
Yeah, okay.
Yearwood.
All right. And then
Something weird like that.
Pamela says Billy Ray is helping the TikTok kid. Who the fuck is that?
She was talking about some country singer on TikTok right now.
Oh, TikTok. Is that the video
Yeah.
thing?
No, TikTok's that app that I guess a lot of kids are on. I'm not real sure. I have never checked it out because it's like oriented towards kids. But I've seen quite a bit of posting about odd stuff on there. So.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's just so much talent that's out there that either was blown by or
Oh, there really is.
it just makes me sick. And it's been, 38 years, thereabouts, 37 years that John Butcher, the band I played, I'm like, I would die to be able to play guitar and sing like that guy. It's like, really? What's it going to take? It's unbelievable. So much talent. Just so much energy. I'm like, wow. So, but whatever. I don't know. I think he's still touring, but he toned it down quite a bit. It doesn't rock out like he used to.
Did you see that Ozzy finally came out with the fact that he has Parkinson's? He's had that for years.
Sharon. I believe it. How can you sing and can't even, no offense to him, I think he's great. And I've heard it. And I watched the Osbournes all the time when it was on MTV or whatever. It's one of my favorite shows. But man, I'm like, Jesus Christ, you can't even fucking talk. How do you sing like that?
Right?
Yeah.
It's like he gets in front of that mic, and he's a completely different person.
Yeah, debatably the best all-time rock and roll singer, period. I mean, oh my God, who's better?
Right? He is one person. I'm not a real big concert person, obviously, with my anxiety issues, but he is one person that I have always wanted to see in concert. I've had a few opportunities, and every time I've had the opportunity, something messed up happened, and I wasn't able to go. I want to see him before he stops.
Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. There's a lot of bands I didn't see, and I saw Def Leppard like almost right before I moved here. And I'll just say this: there was a little assistance in the vocals, so these guys are losing their range, and justifiably so. Or they'll get creative and change key of the song, which Sammy Hagar's admitted. He's dropped it down like a whole step or something. So it's much easier to sing in those keys than the ones. But he doesn't use auto-tune or nothing like that. But some of these bands, it's like, I hear something there. There's a little augmentation, or there's little assistance in the vocals. So
yeah.
But most people
I don't
won't
like
hear it.
when they do that.
Most people,
I really don't.
Unless you got a good ear, you won't notice it. But I did. I mean, I'm a huge Def Leppard fan, and that's another band I should say for now. When Photograph came out, that video first time, I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
But I've been a Def Leppard fan since the first album. When I heard "Let It Go,"
hey man,
huh?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I remember skating in driveways to their music.
Yeah. I heard "Let It Go" off of High and Dry, the first album. I'm like, I think I was 15 or 16, right around 1980, and I heard it on the Loop radio station in Chicago. I was at work. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And then, that was before Pyromania. This was probably 2-3 years before that album, which put him in the stratus. Same thing with Bon Jovi. See, now here's another one. She Don't Know Me. I heard that on MTV, and I turned around. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? And then Slippery When Wet came out, and that was the end of them. I mean, whatever, beginning. I mean, it was. I've really, a lot of bands have caught my ear, and the ones that have usually taken off, except John Butcher. I'm like, who is this fucking guy? Again.
And why didn't he go anywhere?
I don't know. I lack of promotion because he's black. I don't fucking know. Maybe he fucked everything up. You don't know, but
there could be any number of reasons.
Yeah, but some personal demons. I don't know. No, High and Dry is a song off of that. What's the name of the first album? On Through the Night. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Dave's right. I'm misspeaking. He's correcting me, and he's right. Yeah, On Through the Night was the album. I think High and Dry is the song, I think, off of there. Or was that the second album? Fuck, I don't know. Maybe High and Dry was the second album. But it doesn't matter. I whatever Let It Go was off of, which I think was the first album, that song just, I'm like, oh my God. These guys are fucking great. So, yeah, huge fan ever since then. But, okay. All right, well, whatever. You're going way back, man. I need to go with Mr. Peabody in the Wayback Machine to remember that shit. But I'll never forget it.
Oh, I love it.
Do you?
Yes, I love Mr. Peabody.
Oh, my God.
Bullwinkle and Rocky was like one of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid.
Hey, Rocky. You know what? I heard there's a lot of, watch me pull a rabbit out of my ass. It sounds different in headphones. Or this mic, maybe.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Because I can do voices better without headphones. Because I hear myself, like, directly.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then when I hear them, like in gym class, boxing class, my boxing coach that we're talking to on Friday, I'm sure she'll bring it up. I won't. So here's a little thing. Let's see if she does. So I'm assisting her. I'm not coaching her training, but I'm assisting her. And when we're doing our stretching and stuff like that, you have to tell everybody what to do. So she goes, do your Arnold voice while you're doing that. And I'm just like, like you put me on the spot, like whatever. So then I just did it. I had everybody fucking dying when I was doing that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. And she goes, oh my God.
I can picture it.
Yeah.
I can picture it.
She goes, you do that so perfect. But then when I do it in this mic and these headphones, it doesn't sound like it does in my head. But she goes, you do it perfect. And I'm like, so I don't know. But I heard there's a lot of money in voiceovers, man. And when I was at that other Freedom Network, everybody wanted me to do voiceovers for their intros for their songs, because not their songs, their shows, because that was a requirement that you had to have an intro for your show.
Yeah.
I never did because I had too much other crap going on and whatever. But there's a lot of money in voiceovers, man. So I'll give it a shot. I don't really care. So
back in my radio days, when I was actually selling marketing, I wasn't on the air, but I did a lot of voiceovers.
Really?
And unfortunately, I apparently sound like a kid, so I got to do a lot of the kid parts.
I'm going to tell you this. Your voice, number one, I don't know anybody, unless they're really, really conceited and stuck on themselves, don't like to listen to their own voice.
Oh, no, I don't.
I'm like, when I first started doing this, and I'm like, oh, my God. And then I did a little homework and this and that, and I worked on it. And all I can tell you is this. Somebody said, drop your voice a note. Now, what that means, I don't really know. But in your head, it tells you to drop your voice, like, down one notch, one note. And I did that. So I was like, instead of talking up here, that's ridiculous. I'd never talk like that. But, talking higher than I do now, I dropped my this voice, because I don't talk like this to people when I'm in front of them. But I dropped it a note. And then I worked my inflections and this and that. So you can have a quote-unquote better radio voice. You just have to do your homework and work on it. And once again, a microphone and an EQ is imperative to have a halfway decent voice, because otherwise it's crazy. What are they talking about?
Oh, they're talking about that Mel stuttered, but when he sang, it was beautiful. And and she just said that Ozzy was similar, and we were talking about that as far as him, the way he sounds when he's not in front of a mic.
He was in a movie with Terry Bradshaw and Burt Reynolds. I think it was Hooper. I could be wrong on that, but he was in that movie.
Mel Tillis was in a few movies.
Oh, he was funnier than fuck. He kept stuttering.
Yeah, he is.
Oh my God, it was so funny. Ozzy's similar. Boy, everybody can spell like me.
We read Japanese.
You know what I hate is I'll be typing and my phone will change it, and it's like, no, that's not the word I wanted. God damn it, piss me off. Oh, sorry.
Duck you.
Yeah. Yeah, here, how about fuck you? How you going to change that, asshole? Oh, there you go. I know you can turn the autocorrect off on the phone or whatever, correct spelling or whatever it is, but I'm like, no, I don't want to use, or autofill or whatever it is. I don't like that. So, Timmy, you did an awesome. I did? Have I done it on here? I probably have. I never know what's going to come out.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I never know what's going to come out.
Usually you do it in your intro.
Really?
It may not be intended, but
I don't even know what the fuck I say.
At least that's
really
what
don't.
I think you're doing anyway when you do that.
Well, who knows? Well, good. Well, thank you very much. So, yeah, that again, that's an amazing book that he wrote, and everybody made fun of him. There was a movie called oh man, fuck, it's too early. Name some beginning Schwarzenegger movies. He was a sheriff.
Where is the sheriff? I don't know. The only one I can think of is Over the Top at the moment. Or no, was it Over the Top? No, that one's Rocky. Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it's another one I can do, but I don't want to do it right now. I want this movie. What was it? Fuck. Sorry.
Okay, time to look it up.
I know, that's what I was. It's just exactly what I was doing. Go ahead, you first.
I cannot friggin'. Oh, yay. It came up. I didn't have to spell it.
Yeah, he's a sheriff, and it was one of his first three. It was like right around Commando, but it wasn't Commando. He's a sheriff, and there's some lines in there that I'm going to share, because in his book he's like, nobody wanted to touch him because everybody said because of his accent, and then his last name Schwarzenegger. It's like, no, you got to change your name.
It's impossible to spell and pronounce.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what they said. Not to mention nobody can understand a fucking word that's coming out of your mouth. So,
and now look at him.
Well, I know, and he took that and he used it as his own. The term "I'll be back" in Terminator, it wasn't supposed to be that.
Oh yeah.
James Cameron said he wanted to use a different something, and Arnold's like, "No, I want to use 'I'll be back," and he did, and fucking that's Arnold, So,
right.
Sorry, my bad for what? What is she apologizing for, Pamela?
I don't know.
Did you find that movie yet?
No.
Wow, 6:53 already. Well, I was 4 minutes late though. Do I have to do push-ups?
Yes.
Oh, that's a story while you're looking that up. So my car's been sitting for 3 or 4 days through this ice storm and snowstorm and all this other shit. So I got to go to boxing class last night, and I go out to my car, and it's a fucking ball of ice. And a scraper didn't even touch it. It was like it rained and then it froze on there, and it sleeted and then snowed. So I had a foot of snow on my car, and I had to run my car for 20 minutes just to get the fucking ice off the thing before I could even go anywhere. So I was late, and I heard about it, and I'm like, I'm sorry. There's no way that shit was coming. If I would have chipped that ice off my windshield, I would have No, it wasn't Kindergarten Cop. Son of a bitch.
Okay, so the only one that's coming up is The Last Stand.
No, but that is.
But
I saw that. That's a good movie, actually. I like that one too.
Yeah, but that's not the one.
No.
But that's the only one coming up.
I just want to know. I don't need to know, but I want to know.
I have OCD, so don't worry. I'll have the answer for you tomorrow.
No, we're gonna find it now. Filmography here. I'll just look them all up. The Hercules. God, that was a horrible fucking movie. Conan. Raw Deal. That was it. It was right after Commando. And before Predator, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, by the way. Predator is so fucking good. Man, he's done a lot of movies. Holy shit.
Yeah, he has.
Wow.
He's got a really extensive career.
But that book is awesome that he wrote. I stopped reading it, I'll be honest, when he got into the politics, because I didn't want to. I'm so tired of politics, and I want to read it, and I'm like, I just want to know how he did what he did and how he fucked it up, and then how he's getting it back. That's because pretty much, although I didn't fuck up my life, and depending on who you talk to, I wanted to know how he did that. How he came from nothing, came here, fucked it all up, and then is getting it back, because that's an amazing story. So.
Yeah, his life story is very amazing.
Yeah, I knew some things.
He's done so much in his life.
I found out some things that I didn't know. And you can tell he's writing the book. It's really, and when you're reading it, you just hear his voice like he's reading it to you. You know what I mean?
Really?
I mean, how many books do you read? I'll be back, and Maria, and all this stuff. And you're putting that in your head while you're reading it, like he's reading it to you, like it's an audible book. I can't explain it, but that's what I got out of it. So, But this movie, okay, and this wasn't in the book. This is just my observations because this guy had such a hard time getting roles, and they didn't want him talking. And in some of the movies, and this was in the book, that said, "We'll overdub your voice. Don't worry about it. We'll have someone else do your voice." And he got pissed.
Not cool.
Well, no, and he got pissed because like, hey, that's my voice. I want to talk. It's me. So there's a line, and if you watch Raw Deal, which I think is a pretty good movie. It's right in the first 15, 20 minutes, and he's sitting down, I think, in front of his boss. And this guy that they're looking for killed this woman. And his line was like, he didn't say asshole, I'm going to add my stuff. This asshole murdered, mutilated, and molested her. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? What asshole wrote that script to make that guy say murdered, mutilated, and molested somebody? Because you can tell he was fighting doing it.
I wonder if they did it on purpose.
I think they did. I think they were being fucking assholes because that's just my opinion. Because he was just ready. I mean, this was right before Predator, So I mean, this is right. I think Predator, well, Terminator, definitely, for sure. But after that, not so much. But then when he did Predator, in my opinion, that was it. I mean, it was game over. He was there. But he had those roles like that it's like he was trying to reestablish himself and doing different roles, and he needed to talk. Because how many lines did he say in Terminator? Not many. Right?
Yeah.
I'll be back with Sarah Connor. And all that kind of shit. That's all he said. Maybe 3 or 4 words.
But it was enough.
Well, I know, but because of his accent and that, and then trying to get a role that you actually read a script, and said things and had dialogue, I think they put that in there to fuck with him. I could be wrong, but I'm like, really? I don't know. People can suck.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'll give it to me.
Yeah,
I'll say it.
And I mean, Hollywood has its ways of pushing out who they want to push out, and if they have enough fight, they'll stay. And he did.
Yeah. Pamela, don't worry about the spelling. Fucking I'm just
Right.
busting your balls. Don't take it serious. It's way too fucking early to take anything serious. I'm just saying I'm the same way. So don't worry about it.
I've tried to type things in that chat box like multiple times now, and I guess I keep not clicking on that spot where it says say something. And as soon as I hit certain keys, my screen starts flying all over the place. So don't feel bad about your spelling.
Yeah, no, don't, please. Because I'll type something, and it's so hard enough to do it on a phone. And then when I'm all done, I'll just hit send, and then I'll read what I sent, and I'm like, what the fuck? You can't even sometimes decipher it because the spelling's wrong. Because the phone's really not made for texting and pecking on, because the keyboard's too small. And I don't like talking into the phone and doing that text-to-speech crap. I think that's the dumbest thing you can do, but whatever.
Oh, our phones already listen to us. I don't need it actually transcribing what I'm saying either.
Yeah, well, you're right, and it does get your voice, but it's like, it's so stupid. You hit the button, the microphone, and speak to text somebody. It's like, why don't you pick up the fucking phone and call the person? You're talking in the phone anyway. I mean, you look like an idiot. I'm sorry. That's why I won't do it. If I want to go, oh, yeah, hey, Josh, it's Dad. How you doing? Blah, 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 blah. And then click and hit send. It's like, why don't you just call your son, stupid ass? Because that's what you're doing anyway. I don't get it. Whatever. It's the dumbest fucking thing. So that goes too far. That I just can't. I can't. But yeah, you're once on the internet or over your phone, they got your voice forever. So.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I was just an just a stress So.
I was just gonna complain about text to speech more.
No, please go ahead.
Or
because
speech to text. See, I can't even talk right, let alone type.
yeah, try talking that in your
Hold a
phone.
Willy Wonka.
Oh man. Well, let's see. So what did you get any commitments for your crypto people? And what was the other topic? Was it your daughter? Or
Yeah, my daughter is actually going to call in at some point so that we can have a really. You think I know about CBD and weed? That kid has expanded her knowledge level way beyond mine. She has managed both dispensaries and grows.
oh yeah, that's right. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I talked to my friend Steve Santini, and he's gonna be you're gonna be all over that one. He is an amazing person.
With the crypto and Bitcoin, or
No, he is actually. I haven't gotten a commitment yet. I'm waiting to hear back from them on the crypto one. There's two people for the crypto. One is an investor, and one is actually a miner. So, so we'll have one of each of those, hopefully.
okay.
Steve Santini is actually, he was in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the world's most extreme escape artist. He is one of the few true experts on the Titanic. He actually has collections of Titanic pieces that travel around the world. He's got, I believe it's the world's largest. I think he just finally got that title. Collection of medieval torture devices.
What?
Which I actually had the pleasure of getting to help him procure for a few pieces.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and his thing about that stuff is it's a reminder about how horrible humans can be to each other. It's not a dark place that he collects it from. It is an educational place. He's an amazing person. He really is. But he has committed. I need to get with him and figure out times and all that.
Did they use any of his contraptions on 50 Shades of Grey?
No, I don't think so.
I bet they did. That's scary. I can't imagine.
His stuff does go on tour. And we actually, there's been various places in the U.S. that his pieces have been.
Why people come up with things and ways to hurt and torture people.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like I said, he comes at it from a place of education and just a reminder of how horrible we can be to each other and things that we should not be doing. But they're part of our human history.
Well, that'll be interesting. I want to talk to him. Okay, Pamela's saying who's asking about guns?
Who's asking about
I don't know.
guns?
She's losing me, unless she's still talking about Arnold. I don't know.
I think on the movie.
He was asking about guns? Oh, yeah. There's a scene when he's in the gun shop. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was saying lines that he actually had.
Yeah.
What few he did.
That was great. He was asking for, I'll take the Uzi 9mm in the laser plasma rifle or whatever he fucking says. Yeah, I think and he loads a fucking 12 gauge right in the gun shop and kills the guy. I think that's what she's talking. Yeah, that's what she's talking about. That's a great scene.
And I'll tell you that he is one of those that they managed to pull in the female audience into his action movies.
Yeah.
Because of his body.
Oh, Total Vagabonds is in. Hello. Welcome. It's the Irish dude.
Hey, welcome back.
Cool. What were you saying about that? This chat room's too distracting. Again, I'm not complaining, but I suck at multitasking, and it's just like doing. It's like a dog to a bone, and I'm like, what? What's he saying? What? What were we saying about the movie? I'm sorry.
Oh, just that we hear a lot about how women are half clothed in movies and things like that. they totally used Arnold's body to pull women into action.
Well, no shit. Yeah, I mean, duh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you? This is just, they've done it with women forever. So
Yeah, and they did it with him back in the 80s whenever Conan came out. That was the big one. That was the big one that got all the women attached to him.
Yeah, 1980, right around, I think. You know, that movie, I never liked it, but after I read Conan's book, that movie was a big fucking deal, production-wise and everything. So I watched it. I watched it again, and it kind of had a little bit of the Ten Commandments feel to it.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can explain it. The hell is this?
You're making weird noises again.
It wasn't me. No, it was my fucking phone. I'm not.
Are you being caged by the work gods?
My heavy breathing. Darth Vader. It was my son. There was an inhale, though. Yeah, breathing out. You know what it is? It's my nose. Because my mouth.
Take some Sudafed.
I guess so. Sorry, I'm watching porn. Okay. All right, so. Yeah, good day to
You're
you,
watching
too.
porn this early?
Because I'm breathing like this. Whatever.
Didn't somebody say they liked your heavy breathing?
Yeah, but I don't know if they were being a smartass or not. So that's sarcastic. I don't care. Sometimes I probably don't even know I'm doing it, but I did notice when I exhale. See, I breathe in and out through my nose most of the time. So when I'm exhaling through my nose, it blows right into this mic. So I mean, but I'm not buying a better mic. This one was $400 fucking bucks. So you're just gonna have to deal.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to spend $400 or $500 either on a Shure SM7B, which Joe Rogan uses, and I'm just saying Robin Quivers uses it. It's been around since the 70s. It's a great fucking mic. This is a PR40 Heil, which a lot of people use, and it's a toss up which one's better. But depending on where you look, they're $400 to $500. That's what you need to spend. Yeah,
I can think of a whole lot of things.
Right, but that's how dedicated I am. God damn it! I want to sound as good as I can, even if I am breathing heavy in here. Whatever. Oh, I'm talking about mics. One of the very first ones I used, which was a blue. What is it? A blue Yeti mic. It has this little stand. It's cute and everything. Has its own headphone jack, USB. That's a great mic, but it picks up all the background noise. So that fucking train that's going to come through, you're going to hear every bit of it if you're on the air.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it picks everything up in the background. This mic doesn't. I think it's a condenser and there's different, a cardioid. I really didn't memorize what they do and don't do. But this one does not pick up background noise for the most part. So that's why I like it too. So, IRS calm? What does that mean? IRS, that's not the IRS here. See what he said?
Yeah.
Aren't those bad guys?
Maybe I know they still have issues in Ireland with the two different factions.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. I'm totally, our news doesn't report on jack shit in Ireland. Have you ever seen a newscast? Well, now what's going on in Ireland? It's like, what? I've never fucking heard that. They never talk about Ireland.
No, they really don't.
No, never. I've never heard it.
That's kind of weird.
No worries, whatever. It's okay. IRS.
No, it's lost in translation.
Yeah. Yeah. I see IRS. I'm like, uh-oh. Whatever. Oh, I got a 1099 ES or something from the state of Colorado. They actually 1099 me for a tax refund.
What?
That's what I said. Oh, wait a minute. That isn't income. That's a refund, you dumbasses. Maybe that's what it means, but maybe because they're dispersing funds. It's not income. It's a refund. You can't tax me on a refund. Although they may
Right.
try. I'm just letting you know. I don't know what it means, but I've never seen that before. I got it in the mail yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
That's weird.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever received a 1099 from the government.
No. As dispersed income, 1099's an income. You know, it's like I paid this
Yeah,
person this
that's-
amount of money.
That's how I file my taxes because
Yeah.
I'm self-employed.
By 1099. Yeah, right. If somebody sends you money, they send a 1099. They should send you one and the IRS one, but whatever. But yeah, they better send you one because, like, look, I'm reporting to the IRS because your income is their expense. So if they're going to write that off as expense, then, you know, they have to have that all in their books. But that's income to you. But that's my money. It's like, it's a refund. That's not income. That's, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm still going to look at it. I just threw it on my table and I put it in my tax file. I'm like, whatever. That's my money. You're giving it back to me. Whatever. My tablet's screwing me up. Join a club. It must be an iPod pad, whatever it is. Mine has a.
Yeah, I thought that was funny that he put that up there because we were just talking about phones.
Yeah, nothing ever works. It works fine when you don't want it to. So.
When you don't need it to.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'll sit there and hit these buttons all day long, and as soon as I come on here, the thing doesn't want to work. See?
No, it's just like me trying to call in every morning. It always takes me at least 2 or 3 tries.
Yeah, and this is the first morning I had everything set up. I swear to God. Everything was open, ready to go. And then you're like,
it still didn't work.
You're like, I got voicemail. I'm like, of course you did. And it's open right there. It's like, I see it, voice. So, yeah, I mean, I'll hit these buttons and they never work. Now, of course, I don't need, because the little soundboard's all timing. And if I miss the timing because it don't work, what's the point, you know?
Right.
Like I'll hit some.
Which I love your soundboard, by the way.
Yeah, there's some good. You like this one?
I'm in a cartoon.
Yeah. There's some in here I never played. But this is all on
that was kind of a scary noise.
It's a, yeah. And then
Yeah.
I'll play this for Anna Friday. That's about it, though, and the shotgun. Did that little furry fucker see a shadow? He must have.
Actually, I think I saw that he did not. That he was out basking in the sun.
That's cool. I like that one.
Meanwhile, it's -2 there, 12 here, and -10 in Aspen.
Well, winter.
And we just got snow yesterday.
Winter's here. There's
Or day before.
no doubt about it. So, oh man. All right. Well, so yeah, we'll get Anna on here. I talked to her last night. I go, "You're still coming on, right?" Because I told her how excited you are for her coming on.
Yes, I am.
Like I said, it'll be girl talk, and I'll just sit back and I'll hit the. What was it? What happened to it? See, now I wanted to use it, and it's gone. This. And now see, now it working. Son of a bitch. See, look at that. Fuck. There you go. Conversation's over. Time to go. No, with that. That'll be good, though. I told her that you're trying to get some women in from Denver. I mean, it would definitely be worth the drive. She's awesome. Yeah. So she's very high energy, typical trainer, but not in your face calling you names and shit and intimidating you. She's really just a good motivator. So.
Yeah. If my daughter was still in Denver area, she would probably jump on it.
Are you watching the video right now? Or no?
Our video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. I'm going to show you your mic. Hang on.
I guess it didn't get in the mail then.
What'd you say?
I said, I guess it didn't get in the mail then yet, huh?
No, I had to send my son's birthday present, so sorry that took priority over your
No worries.
microphone. But here,
Of course.
here, it's delayed. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's delayed. It's not
Well, I
showing.
will here in a few seconds.
Yeah, there you go. It's like a 10-second delay. Can you see that?
I'm still waiting.
Oh, really? It's showing on YouTube. You must be on the. Are you on the network page?
No, I'm on YouTube.
Really? Well, it's showing it on me. Anyway, I put this little mic screen up here for helping you pop in your peas.
Oh,
if
I see. Oh, holy cow.
It looks like a big penis, doesn't it? It's not a vibrator, but it looks like one.
It really
Not the one.
does.
Yeah. I'll have all the settings on the back here. It'll all be set up for you. And it has a headphone jack in the bottom where you plug in your headphones or earbuds, whatever you want to use.
Uh-huh.
And the volume to listen to you is on the front. You have a mic. Oh, this will be good for your cough because there's a mute button on here. I forgot about that.
Hey.
And it's USB, and I'll send you the cord, which goes right on the bottom. But it has its own little stand. So, I don't know. Here, I'll show it. Eventually, the camera will
That's
catch
cool.
up. Yeah, this mic.
I was totally not expecting something like that.
Oh, no, this mic. Oh, and you have to talk into the front of it because I've done my homework on the mic, and this was my first mic. Talk in the front of it. Don't talk in the top of it. This mic is designed to talk into it from the front. So, all you got to do is put it on your desk, talk into it, and I'll have all the settings where I used it, which they're at right now, and then you can play with them if you want, but that was the best I found, and knock your shit out. So I will get this to you in the mail on the weekend.
That is so cool. Thank you.
Yeah, that when they first came out, they were like 199 or something, but they're down. The USB version's down to 100. But if anybody wants to do something like this stupid fucking show, and you want a halfway decent mic, that is the mic to get. The Yeti Blue mic. They call it something. Yeah, it's just a Yeti Blue mic. I forget. They got different ones. But, yeah, this thing's the shit. I mean, it's a great first mic for anybody. So.
Yeah, the only mics I've had are those, like, cheap USB stick mics, I guess.
Yeah. You know what? I've seen them all. I've tried them all. I haven't bought them all, but when you go to Guitar Center, they got them all set up, and I've always gone in there and talked to everyone and through it, and yeah, that's a good one. This is a good one. That SM7B sure is my favorite mic, but yeah, mics are a big deal. And then when you plug that in, you know how to do it. Just go into your sound settings and pick it for sound input, and it should show it, and there you go. So. Should be good.
Yeah, I've gotten really good at those mic settings now.
Yeah, you'll pick it up. Yeah, you'll pick it up in a heartbeat. So it's not a big deal. So yeah, and I have a Spark too. That one's cool. Maybe down the road after I'll give you that one. But that's an XLR mic, so you need a mixer. You just can't plug it into your computer because there's no XLR port on your computer. So you need a mixer. But that's down the road. But that one's just sitting in my closet too. So
cool.
Yeah, that's a good
I
mic.
know Scarlett is actually looking for a new mic. So you might actually want to talk to her.
Well, then tell her to get a hold of me, but she's going to need a mic stand like this and probably
She's got one.
Okay, she might need a shock mount, or she can just mount it off the end of it. But she's going to need a mixer because in the one that I got, I can't, for the money, I can't complain about it. It does everything that I need it to do. So
yeah, I know she did pick up a mixer, which is and she's been having problems with she's been using the mic that's with her cam. And she's been having some problems with it.
Yeah, this little mixer, I can tell you inside and out in my sleep because I really got it by accident. I just was reading on it on Amazon, and I'm like, and this was years ago, and I'm like, well, I think that'll work. And it has. So, and I'm not going to change to a better interface or anything unless I absolutely have to, because then I'll have to learn everything all over again. I mean, this is fine. It's not fancy. It works.
It works.
Yeah, I can mix
And
stuff.
it works well.
I can mix stuff off the internet. Then it's got RCA jacks, and that's how I hook up my iPad. I can even play my guitar through here. I mean, I take phone
Oh,
calls.
that's cool.
Yeah. What else? What else do you need? So.
I'm sure we could find something.
The only thing it can't, well, I know, but the only thing it can't do is have two mics, and I have people that want me to do that. So I might be forced to do that, but maybe I can just use that one when I go face-to-face interviews, But I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when I come to
But
it.
that would be cool.
Well, I'm going to do it.
Some actual, face-to-face interviews.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I just don't know when. I got to talk to Wendy Wu again about it because she'll be the first one because that's what she wants me to do. She wants me to be in the same room with her.
Cool.
Yeah, so that'll be
awesome.
That'll be a good interview because I'm sure she's got a great story. She had her birthday party a couple of weeks ago, and I went up there, and she's just phenomenal. So, but I don't know how much she'll talk about. I heard her say something about the meltdown, and I'm not going to elaborate on that. That's for her to share. But I talked to so many people that the meltdown just fucking really knocked them down.
Yeah, a lot of people got taken out of their place in society, I guess.
Yeah, and their life. There's a guy that lives
For lack
here.
of a better way to put it.
There's a guy that lives here, and after that, he lost everything in the meltdown, lost his job, and he was living in his Ford Bronco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stories. Like I said, you got to share your story. I'm sure there's a lot of people in here that the meltdown, unless you were a bank or a big corporation that got bailed out, which, by the way, is nothing more than government welfare or socialism, depending on how you look at it. They all got a fresh start, and we didn't. So it's and then you wonder why socialism is picking up steam. But yeah, it hurt a lot of people, and more so than people I think would care to admit. But there's nothing wrong with it. You didn't do anything. So
yeah, and that's what I always try to explain to people that are kind of nasty towards those who are down on their luck. Is most of our country is one paycheck away from it.
I am. I got no problem sharing that. I am.
Yeah.
I am.
I live paycheck to paycheck for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people do and have for a long time. At one point I didn't, but the term paycheck to paycheck is everybody lives paycheck to paycheck for the most part. It depends on what you do with your money. I mean, I had plenty of money to pay my bills, but then the balance I saved. So I needed my next check so I could pay my bills and save my money. So I live paycheck to paycheck too. But if you're making enough money off of capital gains and using your money as income, then you really don't need a paycheck. But a lot of us never get to that point until retirement, unless there's a meltdown and you lose half or all your retirement, and then you don't have a pot to piss in and you start all over again, like me. But a lot of people don't make it to that point. So.
Yeah, for me, it's just a matter of I'm self-employed and I have clients. And if more than one of my clients decides they aren't going to pay me 1 month, I'm screwed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I got a few bills shoved up my ass, like $10,000, more than one. And I'm like, really?
Yeah.
You got to watch the slow payers. If they don't pay within your terms, then you got to keep an eye on them because chances are they're going to end up being a bad customer. That's all I can tell you. That's my experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love to work with people and get them started in stuff that they technically couldn't afford at the given time.
Mm-hmm.
And I set up payment plans and stuff.
Yep.
And most of them are awesome about it. And quite honestly, I'm the queen of life happens. And so if life happens, just let me know.
Yeah, but
and I'll give me some advance notice that life is happening.
But
I can make life happen on my end.
But that's a big mistake I made, and I was exactly the same way. Because I pretend I'm talking to myself, and I'm pretending the person on the other end of the phone is me and they're being honest. And they may be being honest, but it's business. These are the business terms. You can't do that with your insurance. You can't do that with your car payment. You can't do that with your electric bill. It's like, look, pay your bill, or you're getting your power shut off, or you're getting your gas shut off. And I'm sorry, but that's one lesson I learned, that if you don't pay within my terms, because Lickety split. I got 2 customers that shoved $10,000 right up my ass. Lickety split. And I heard all the excuses and all of this and all of that. One of them went bankrupt. And he swore to God he would pay me back. Well, that was 10 years ago. I haven't seen a dime. So you got to be very careful in that, because when you don't get paid, you got to absorb that as a loss. Then you got to pay your bills. And if you think people are going to be nice to you like you were to them, you are sadly mistaken. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. It's like, hey, pay the bill or we're cutting you off.
Yeah, and in my line of work, I'm like the last person you don't want to pay. I have control of your business.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Oh,
and I've had to
God.
use that. I have had to use that leverage and pull people's sites in order to. And it's amazing how quickly they come up with that money.
You know, the thing about that is, if you say that, it's like, well, I'll give you a few days or a week or whatever, and that's it. And if it don't, then we're gonna have to not provide our service anymore. Then they think you're a fucking asshole. You're threatening them, and it's like, no, I'm not. You're not paying your bill.
No.
I'm providing a service. You don't pay. You don't play. It's as simple as that.
Huh.
Oh my God!
One of my longest term clients. He passed away a few years ago, and he was my client until the day he died. When he and I first started out, he was pulling stuff like that. And I finally got tired of it, and I yanked all his sites. And amazingly enough, within 2 days, I had full payment.
Yeah, isn't that something?
And he never did it to me again. And he was my client for about 10 years.
Yeah, that's like you said, because you're the last to get paid. So that's why they do that to you. So kind of like me too. But well, Tim, our walk-in cooler's out. I got $10,000 in food. Well, I got this bill that's 90 days past due that's going to go to collections. Well, I have a check. I'll have a check. I'll have a check. And I would run it, and sometimes they wouldn't have a check because the guy I talked to on the phone left. And I'm like, you motherfucker, really? Yeah. So it got to the point at the end where if they were 90 days past due, I just fucking send them to collections. I didn't mess with them. So.
See, I do my own collections.
I did too, but
yeah.
I don't like being lied to and misled and then taking my time and resources and believing what you say, go run another call, and then you disappear. I just left. I go, I can't run this call. I was told there would be a check. And I've done that for people I worked, either COD or you owe us, and before I touch anything and I walk in the door, you have to hand me a check for the full amount past due. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I got to the point where years ago, after, I had some thousands, and I had one out of Vegas that was $7,500 in 48 hours.
Oh, that's a lot of money to you. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a huge amount of money.
Right.
To me. And that was probably back in like 2007 or so.
Wow.
And that was when I started my normal, the normal way I charge people is half down and half on completion.
That's fair.
And I started doing that because of that situation.
Well, at least you'll break even. Not that the other half is profit by any means. People think that, but it's not. But at least you'll break even. You won't make any money. So.
Right, but at least I've covered the work.
Costs.
At least
right. Yeah.
Some or most of the work that I've done.
Right. No, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. I would. It's a very good practice, but usually business terms are not 30. So.
Well, yeah.
But nobody does it. So, not in my experience at least. So, all right. Well, it's 7:30, isn't it? Is that what that says? 7:30.
Yeah.
And I know it was late, and I'm going a little over. So, I am going to end the show and say hello or whatever. Goodbye. Thank you to all the people. Fuck.
Aloha.
Where am I? Yeah. Aloha means hello and goodbye, right?
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we say aloha.
So I can't fuck that up. So aloha. And thanks to Pamela, Dave. Who else is in here?
Total vagabond. I think that's it, actually.
Yeah, and that's it. So,
Oh, Brat Baby. Can't forget Brat Baby.
Brat Baby.
Only said a couple of things, but I don't know if you're a he or a she. I don't want to call you an it.
No, no, don't. Would not be wise. So, all right. So I'm gonna end the show, and we'll be back tomorrow, and I will be on time. My apologies for being 4 minutes late. I guess I'm gonna get a spanking for that one.
I was just worried about you.
I was like, "Are you okay? Are you dead? Where are you?" I was like a minute.
Oops.
But I am very timely with this show. Like I said, it was like 5:54, and I did this instant message on Twitter, and all of a sudden it's 6:04. I'm like, uh-oh. So, yeah, that's my bad. I will definitely manage my clock better, but that was just a last-minute inspiration thing I did, and why not? Because there's so much of classic Chicago radio I want to share with people, and people have no idea, and it actually inspired me to eventually do something like. Actually, the Meltdown did, but I got all that in my blood from Chicago, and I want to share it because it's just amazing stuff. I don't want to steal it. I don't want to use it. I want to share it, and if it's fine with them, then I will. But it's just some amazing stuff. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to go end the show. Thanks, Melissa. Thanks for everybody for listening. And we'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Time.
Y'all have a great day.
All right. Thanks, guys. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show. Have a great day. Bye.